I'm just going to go through every one of them.
So number 1, and make sure, tell me if I'm on a different thing than you. Sometimes I have different study guides. So does number 1 say the quotient of S and 5? Okay, that's yours. So the quotient of S and 5, you would just need to remember quotient is division. And you would just do S divided by 5. So your answer on that one was A. Did y'all get A? Everybody got number 1. All right. Stop me if you have trouble. Then number 2, it's kind of a little bit trickier. It says 7 times, so I'm multiplying 7 times something, the sum of H and S. What does sum mean? Addition. But what I'm doing is I'm adding H and S in parentheses. Okay? Some people choose B, but it is not B, it is D. Does everybody understand why it is D? Okay. It's just the wording is everything. All right? Then number 3, if I go too fast, it won't hurt my feelings. Y'all just say, whoa, slow down. Number 3, they give us 2D. That's how we normally read that, 2D. But that means 2 what? Times D. And they just say it like a little fancier, right? They'll say 2 times a number D. It's just saying D can be a number. So your answer for number 3, did y'all get A? Yeah. All right, so far so good, right? We're going to do great on this. Number 4, 7x plus 6. That's how I would read it. I would write it 7 times x plus 6. They may put 7 times a number, 7 times a number x plus 6. Let's see. I'm not seeing any of those. But I see where we're adding on B, the sum of 7 times x and 6. Did y'all get B for that one? So on that one, there were lots of different ways to write it. I just had to find the one that matched, okay? So number 4, your answer was B. Okay, I'll keep going. Number 5, this one we've got some stuff to work out. Let me write my problem down. This is a division sign. Sometimes those are hard to see. So we do, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. All right, so what's in parentheses? Okay, here. What's 11 plus 16? What is that? 27. And what's 6 minus 3? 3. Okay, I'm done with parentheses. Now, I don't have any exponents, so I multiply or divide. Either one comes first. You just go from left to right. So I would do 6 times 27 first. So if I do 6, you got it, 162? And then you would divide by 3. I'm just going to double check on that. 6 times 27, yep, divided by 3. And we get 54 as our answer, which is answer choice C. Now, if you are careful, you can actually plug all that in and check your answer, okay? Work that out like I taught you. But then, now that you have a calculator, you can use it. But you must type it in just right. And we get 54. Okay? If they have parentheses, what do I type in? Parentheses. Okay? So it matters. All right. Number 6. Everybody good so far? I can go on to number 6. Okay. This one's got a few more steps to it. That is division. 5 squared minus 4 squared. That is plus. Okay. So I'm going to look for parentheses. These are brackets, also parentheses, but we go to the ones on the inside. So I'm going to do 5 squared and 4 squared. So I'm just going to bring everything else down. What is 5 squared? And then 4 squared. So I did that. I still have to work what's inside those parentheses. What is 25 minus 16? Divided by 9 plus 9. Okay, so I did those parentheses. Now, in the brackets, what do I do first in here? exponents. Exponents would come first. So what is 6 squared? 36 divided by 9 plus 9. So I've done parentheses. I'm still working in these parentheses. Exponents. Now we either multiply or divide. So what is 36 divided by 9? Was that 4? And then still in parentheses, what's 4 plus 9? 13. And 13 times 13? What is that? 169. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 196. I think that's 14 squared. Okay, so there's your answer. Can you type that in your calculator? You can, just make sure you do it perfect. Otherwise, it'll give you the wrong answer. Okay, did everybody get B for number 6? Yeah? Okay, do I need to show anybody how to type that in their calculator? No. Yes, no, nobody. Okay, all right, let's keep moving then. Number 7, it says evaluate, they say U plus XY. But they tell us that U is 15, X is 6, and Y is 3. But this is not the number 6 times, it's not the number 63, it's 6 times 3. Remember, when you have X, Y together, they're multiplied. Okay, so make sure you multiply there. What is 6 times 3? 18. So 15 plus 18, what do you get for this one? 33. There we go. There's number 7. Number 8, it's the square root of 81 over 49. All right, what's the square root of 81? 9. What's the square root of 49?
7.
There you go. There's your answer. 9 over 7. And you can put that in your calculator. Okay, a quick review of square roots. It's this little blue button right here. Since that's in blue, I would press second square root, and that's what comes up. 81 divided by 49. If it gives me a decimal, what do I press? Math, enter, and it'll turn it to a fraction. Okay? There's number 8. Last one on this page. Number 9, it says, what kind of number is the number 92? That's a lot of different kinds of numbers. It is rational. What else is it?
A natural.
It's a natural number. What else is it?
Whole.
A whole number and one more.
An integer.
And an integer. So I'm not sure what answer choice that is. B? Okay. Do y'all remember those things maybe a little bit? Okay. All right, whole first page done. Number 10 is just like that. 10 says, okay, what type of number is the square root of 45? So if I type it in my calculator, it's going to give me a decimal that goes on and on forever. What kind of number is that? Irrational. It's irrational. And if you're not sure, just type it in your calculator. The square root of 45, 6 point something. Keeps going. So that is why it is irrational. Okay. Number 11, they give us this list of numbers. The square root of 3, negative 1.4, negative 3 halves, 0.6, and the square root of 2. And somebody always misses this one. Y'all make sure, just change them all to a decimal, and then let's put them in order. So the square root of 3, I don't know exactly what it is, but if I put it in my calculator, it tells me it's about 1.73. That one's already a decimal. If you don't know what that is, put it in your calculator. It's negative 1.5, right? That one's already a decimal. The square root of 2, I don't know what that is, so I'll put it in my calculator, and it's about 1.41. So it says, put them from least to greatest. Which one of those is the smallest? Negative 1.5. You can either write this down, or you can write negative 3 halves. I won't care. Okay, I'll look for both of them. But so it's negative 3 halves comes first. All right, I'll mark that one out. I'm done with that one. Which one would come next? Negative 1.4. Okay, I'm done with that one. Now, which one's the next smallest? The 0.6. Mark that one out. Now, which one's left to be the smallest out of these two? 1.4. So I'm going to do square root of 2. And then the last one that's left, it must be the biggest, square root of 3. So that's the order from least to small. I meant from least to greatest. We're good? Yep. Okay. We've done all these over and over again. Okay, number 12. It says you're at a video store and you buy 2 CDs for $17.90 each. And then there's a DVD for $29.25. It says use mental math. We're not going to use mental math on it because we can use this. If I bought 2 CDs at $17.90, that means you can do this 2 ways. I would just type in $17.90 plus another one, right? Or you could have multiplied it by 2. Everybody good with that one? Plus, what was my DVD? $29.25. So it's $65.05. Is that what y'all got? Okay. So you're just adding up your total. Y'all go shopping, so y'all should be able to do that. Add up however much it is. Okay. The next one, this one kind of confused some of y'all. I had a lot ask me. 9 times 2x. You can multiply. You can always multiply. So for adding and subtracting, you have to add or subtract like terms. Multiplying, we can do this. What's 9 times 2? 18, and just don't forget your x. That's all you do on that one. Okay? And look, if there's one that you've gotten wrong so far, you better circle it or star it because that's what you need to go over again. All right, these are great. You have to just find the sum. And if you get confused, you better be using a calculator, okay? Even if you don't get confused, use a calculator because I hate for you to miss that on your test, all right? It's easy points. What is negative 4 plus 7? 3. When in doubt, just check yourself. The next one, negative 4. Oops, I wrote that wrong. That's supposed to be a plus. Let me just rewrite it. Negative 4 plus negative 2. What is this answer? Negative 6. And be careful, y'all, on your calculator, the negative sign is this little button down here. This is a minus sign. Okay, this is a negative sign. So, careful when you put them in. 16, you have 8/7 plus negative 4/10. All right, so if it were me, I'll just do this one on the calculator. I like to put all of mine in parentheses. There's 8/7 plus negative 4 divided by 10. It would give me a decimal, so I'm going to press math, enter, enter. Did y'all get 26/35? 26/35. There's also a fraction bar. If you prefer, you can do a fraction bar. 8/7 plus fraction bar negative 4/10. And when you press enter, it just does that already. Just another way. Okay, let's keep going. These are hopefully easy. Number 17, negative 5.9 minus 2.1. What did y'all get on this one? Negative 8. Number 18, 7 minus 7. 0. Okay. We're good with all the addition and subtraction, I hope. All right, the next one, it says, all right, a little bit of a word problem, so you have to figure out what's going on. If you ascend, what does ascend mean? To go up. Descend means to go down. Okay, so it says that, and it kind of gives you a hint on what it's saying. A mountain climber ascends a mountain to its peak. That means it's going to the top. And the peak is at 11,340 feet above sea level. The climber then descends 210 feet. So you would start at the 11,340, and when you descend, you're going to subtract, right? So look, I'm just going to write that down. Number 19. What did I say? 11,340. And I'm going to subtract 210. Find the climber's elevation above sea level. So let's just do that. What do you get on this one?
C.
What was it? 11,130. That is C. Okay, number 20. We are flying through this. Number 20 is -9 times -8. And I hope you're just putting that in your calculator to double check yourself. What'd you get?
72.
Positive 72. 21, 7/5 times 10/9. Oops, y'all can't see that. Again, put it in your calculator, okay? I would do like this. What's 7 times 2? I would get 14 over 9. What'd y'all get? 14 over 9. Okay, but just put it in your calculator one more time with fractions. 7 over 5 times 10 over 9. Math, enter. 14 over 9. As much as y'all use phones, y'all should definitely be able to use a calculator. Y'all should be good at it. Okay. Done with another page. Number 22. I don't know why this one's circled on my paper. 1/3 times -45m plus 21. This is distributive property. It's where you take the number on the outside and you multiply it to everything inside. You can use your calculator. It's probably the best way to do it. I would think, let me just divide both of those numbers by 3. That's what you're doing. But let's do 1/3 times -45. You cannot put m on your calculator. I'll try it. I don't think it would work. Let me see. 1/3 times -45 m. Where's m? See, it gives you something crazy. So you cannot enter a variable on your calculator. So 1/3 times -45, and it is -15m. Is everybody good with that? So then what do we do with the 1/3? We multiply it by 21. What is 1/3 of 21? 7. Type it in your calculator if you need to, or just divide by 3. That's all it is. And it's 7. So your answer is C. Number 23, -6 minus 8c times -9. This one's just written backwards. You still distribute. What is -9 times -6? What is that? 54? What is -9 times -8c?
72.
Positive 72c. So there's your answer for that one. B. Okay. Number 24. This one says, what is the simplified form? It doesn't mean we're solving. It just wants us to simplify it. So that's going to be adding like terms. 1.7m squared, a 6.5n, 4n, 2.5m squared. And don't forget this minus n. There is one n right there. If you need to put the 1, put the 1. Normally I don't. Okay, now we combine all of the m's. So I have 1.7 plus, where's the other one? Here it is, 2.5. Those are my m's, which it ends up being 4.2 m squareds. So I'm going to kind of mark them off. Everybody good? Now the n's, I would type in 6.5 minus 4 minus 1. And it is 1.5n. And it's positive, so I put a plus sign. Did y'all get that one? Yes. Okay. Number 25. 6x plus 8 over 9. They just want this written in a different way. Like, what's an expression that's the same as this? So we would put the 6 over the 9 and the 8 over the 9. I'm going to do that first. So I've got 6 over 9, here's my x, and 8 over 9. Everybody good with that? Now, that's not an answer choice because what did they do with these two numbers? They simplified it. If you don't know how to simplify it, you just type 6 over 9 in your calculator and press math, enter. and it will simplify it for you. So what do you get? You get 2/3. 2/3 x plus 8 over 9. Everybody good with this? Yes. All right. 26. We've got a negative on the outside, and then you have to distribute it. Okay, that's distributive property again. If you need to put a 1, put a 1. Okay, I just think of it as we're changing everything to the opposite. So a negative times 5m is going to be a negative 5m. It became the opposite. What's a negative times a negative? Positive. That ends up being plus 4p. Do y'all understand that? The negative on the outside, it changed everything on the inside. Negative, positive. Okay. Oh, this one was mental math. Magazines are $3.90 each. How much do 2 magazines cost? You just multiply by 2. What'd you get? $7.80. That was answered choice B. $7.80. You just multiply by 2, or just add them together. $3.90 and another one. $3.90. Okay, 28. It says, is this true, false, or open? Remember, if it equals, it's true. If it doesn't equal, it's false. If it has a variable, it's open. What is 17 minus 2? 15. What is 7 plus 9? So is that true or false or open? False. They do not equal. 29, it says, what is the solution? Use mental math. So what plus 9 is 29? 20. That's all they want you to do is just think about it. What would you add to 9 to get 29? 20. Okay? Then number 30, it says simplify, and then it asks for a weird word. What's the coefficient? So I'll go over that. Let's see, we've got 9xy, another 9xy, and then a 7xy. All these match, don't they? They all have xy, xy, xy. So what is 9 plus 9 minus 7? Y'all got 11? Okay, 18 minus 7, that sounds right. 11xy. So now I have to answer the question. What is the coefficient? What is a coefficient? It's just the number out front. That's all a coefficient is. What is the number out front? 11. So your answer is 11. It was D. Okay, does that make sense? So you just had to know what in the world is a coefficient. It's just the number out front. Okay. Another page done. Are there 36? Yeah. I'll put all those up there too in a second. I'll put all the answers in case you missed anything. Number 31. They give us a formula. This is the formula for degrees Celsius and Fahrenheit. Did y'all know that? Because when you saw the F and the C, you would have thought Celsius and Fahrenheit. So it says if this degrees for Celsius is 50. So what would I plug the 50 in for? C. It tells us Celsius is 50. So that means I need to plug in 50 right here. That's 9/5 times 50 plus 32. Again, you can do that in your calculator. You can do that mental math if you want. I encourage that first, and then I would want you to check on your calculator. If you're going to do mental math, that's fine. If you did mental math, you would just, that would go to 10. 90 plus 32 is what? What'd y'all get for that? 122? Anybody get 122? Okay, now, let's say we don't want to do mental math, because mental math is good. It's good to practice that. But then we're going to check ourselves. 9/5 times 50 plus 32. And it's 122. So I can go with that answer. All right, and then I would get that one right on the test. Everybody good with that? Just plugging in C. That's it. Okay, number 32, it says on this one, I'll zoom into the... So it says boxes of car parts are stacked on top of each other. So it wants the rule in words and an algebraic expression. So what are they doing to each of these? Let's just follow our pattern. 9 times 2 plus 38. What's this next one? 9 times 3 plus 38. What's this next one? 9 times 4 plus 38. What's the rule going to be? Do not put 9 times 5. What is it? 9 times n plus 38. Did y'all get that? So you would write 9n plus 38. That's your expression. And it wants it in words. So I would just put 9 times n plus 38. Or 9 times the number of boxes plus 38. Don't miss that one tomorrow. Make sure you read your, or I'll write it out. Read the question good. 9 times n plus 38. You can just write the number though. E-I-G-H-T. You could have written 9 times the number of boxes plus 38. Okay, you could just write the numbers too. I'd be fine with that. Instead of, you could do 9 times n plus that number. Okay, 33. Is this a solution? How are we on time? Oh, we're doing great. Number 33, it says x is -1 and 10 equals -3x plus 4. So I'm going to plug in -1 and see if it works. Is it a solution? -3 times -1 plus 4. What do I get over here? Do I get 7? Do these equal? Does 10 equal 7? No. So your answer is no. It's not a solution. Just plug it in and see if it works. Did y'all not make it that far on there? Not all of us made it this far? Okay. Do y'all understand it though? Yep. Do y'all want me to give y'all a second to work out the last few, or you want me to just go through them? Just go through it. Just get over it. Y'all are tired of it. Okay. The next one, it says, okay, Rob and his best friend, there it is, John, they had the same birthday, but Rob is 3 years younger than John. So if he is 3 years younger than John, if John is 8, how old is Rob? 5. Okay. If he's 9, Rob is 6. And we'll see our pattern. 10 minus 3 is 11 minus 3, 12 minus 3. Do not put 10 right here. What do I put? N minus 3. Does it ask me anything else? I think it just says finish the table. Complete the following table. That's it. Okay, did everybody get that? Do not put 10. Some people do it every year. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But it's n minus 3. You're just following your pattern.
Did we just skip 34?
I probably did. I'm sorry. I'll go back to it. I don't know how I missed it. Oh, yeah. That's what y'all do. Sometimes when I have them like that, y'all skip problems too. I'll go back to number 34. Is everybody okay with 35 though? Yeah? All right. 34 is probably my least favorite. Maybe that's why I skipped it. 34. So it says, is this true or false? If it's false, give a counterexample. In geometry next year, we'll actually spend like a whole day on counterexamples. A counterexample is just an example that proves it wrong. That's all it is. So it's asking if it's true or false. The best thing you can do is try a number out. All right? I would try a couple of different numbers. Somebody give me a number to try for A. And just pick a number. Not too big of a number, but 3. Okay, so I'm going to try 3. And somebody give me a number for B. 4. Okay, and now let's say that this worked. I'm not sure if it does or not. We'll try it. Then we need to try one more, and I would try maybe sometimes negatives or 0. are good numbers to try as well. Okay? Like 1 negative, 1 positive. But let's just see. This might work. What is 2 times 3 times 4? I'm just plugging it in right there. 2 times A times B. 2 times 3 times 4. What is that? 24?
24.
Okay. Does that equal, what is 3 squared plus 4 squared?
9.
That's going to be, is that 25? 9 plus 16. Do those equal? No. So we have proved it false, and that is a counterexample. Okay? I don't know that that one's on there. I'll tell you in just a second which ones are on there. And please know, y'all, that all the numbers are changed. Okay? Like on your test tomorrow, the format will be very similar. Like if it says, is it true or false, this one's asking the same thing. But if this has a 2, this problem may have an 8. Or if this has a negative 4, this one might have a 6. Okay? It does change the numbers. And your neighbor may have different numbers than you. Okay? All right, last problem. What is the simplified form of the expression? So you would just do 3 to the third power. What is 3 to the third power? Not 3 times 3, but 3 times 3 times 3. 27. And then in your calculator, you would do 8 to the third power, and I'm guessing it's 512. You could try to put the whole thing in the calculator if you want, but sometimes the numbers get too big and it struggles. Okay, so you may have to do them separate. Do y'all know how to put the third power in your calculator? Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. All right. Let me tell y'all. You want me to tell y'all which ones are on there so you'll know if you need to study some of them again? Oh, and really quick, here's all your answers. I'm still videoing, so if you needed to go check answers, there's 1 through 17 and then through 34. It's on the video if you need it. Okay, let's see. It looks like there is one like number 2, and this is what I would do. I would be circling these or putting a star by them or something. So number 2, then I have one like number 4, number 5, and 7, and 8, and 9. That's our first page. And then we have like 13, and 15, 16, 17, skip down to 20 and 21. That's our second page. And 23, 24, 25, 26, 30, skipped a lot on that one. 32, 33, 35. There's one like 36, but it's actually easier. And then I skipped one. Hold on. Let me find. Go back to 11. Number 11 is on there. Okay. So that's only 22 problems out of these 36. Tried to make your first test a little simple so you'll just get used to it. Okay. Let me stop recording.